So, my name is Ganga. Met some of you before. I think I haven't met you. What's your name?
My name is Wonho.
One.
Wonho, W-O-N-H-O. My first name is W-N-H-O. Last name is Park.
One whole Park.
Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And what was your name again?
덕용 안. 덕용.
Taogyeon? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. Yeah. I tried to. Okay, Taogyeon.
Wonho, Park.
Wonho Park. Taogyeon.
사토루.
Satoru.
예술기. 사토루.
Satoru. Okay. I'm just trying to remember names. So
Ho.
Wonho, Taogyeon,
사토루.
Satoru,
yin.
Yin. Okay. I might actually remember it this time. I'm trying to
class.
bases with names. Okay. Yes. Okay. My name is Ganga,
I'm Tiffany. And I'm Cher.
and today we're going to talk about elements of a good conversation. So, what makes a conversation successful? What's a failed conversation? A conversation that hits a dead end, doesn't go anywhere, right? So, I'm going to be me and Amanda will be demonstrating a failed conversation over there in a few minutes, and then we'll come over here and we'll show you a successful conversation. Okay, so if you look on your handout, we passed out number 1, the very first one. It says a good conversation. So it's right here, number 1. Yes, a good conversation is never one-sided. So what that means is conversation, as you know, is 2 people or more speaking to each other. It's very dynamic. It's back and forth, not just one person talking, and the other person doesn't say anything. So it's 2 people back and forth. And then, so number 2 is great conversationalists are constantly searching for common ground. Common ground, what that means is things that you have in common. For example, a favorite baseball team, or favorite sports, or a favorite book. And then, so things that you have in common. And how do you find common ground with other people? Well, you ask questions. Even if you don't share the same interest. For example, if I were to ask Cher, do you like baseball?
No, I don't like baseball.
Oh. So I could stop there, not ask any more questions, or I could say, oh, what do you like? What kind of sports do you like?
Well, I like to play volleyball and soccer.
So so just asking more questions you ask, more information, then you can keep expanding on the conversation. That's how you find things that you have in common. So me and Amanda, we are going to demonstrate a failed conversation. So here's an example. We'll come over here. So this is a failed conversation. Hi, my name is Ganga.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Do you go to school here?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye. So, failed conversation. Can anyone tell me maybe what they think went wrong? How come we couldn't keep going with our conversation? Why? What went wrong in that conversation?
You should use kind of 5W questions,
Yes.
not yes or no questions.
Right, perfect. Like open-ended questions. Questions where they have more to say about it. So if I asked her, do you go to school here? She said, yes. I could have asked her, oh, what's your major? Or what classes are you taking? More questions to get more information. But I got discouraged because everything she said was just yes or no. So I felt, oh, she doesn't seem interested, but if more questions, then more information. Yeah, okay. All right, so that was our failed conversation. Okay, let's do one more example of a failed conversation. This is going to be when someone's talking too fast, or you can't understand what they're saying. It's okay to ask them to slow down or repeat. So here's another example. Hi, my name is Ganga.
Hey.
So you go to school here?
Excuse me?
Do you go to school here?
Oh,
what's
yes.
your major?
Yes. What was that?
Do you go to school here?
Yeah, I go to UH. I go to school here.
So you go to school here. What's your major? Like, what classes are you taking? What's your
Slow down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just asking, do you go to school here, and what classes are you taking?
Yeah, I'm taking linguistics classes.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just showing an example that it's okay to say, oh, please slow down, or I can't understand. It's okay to say that, because even sometimes I am a native English speaker, but I talk very, very, very fast ordinarily. So even Amanda might have to tell me sometimes, oh, can you slow down? So it's okay to do that, even as whether you're a native speaker or non-native speaker of English. It's okay to ask to repeat or slow down. Okay, so we have a few more on here. So we talked about the common ground. Number 3 is when you find these areas of interest, which is the common ground, to keep the conversation going, just keep talking about that topic. So when I asked her if she liked baseball, well, she didn't like baseball, but she liked volleyball and soccer. So I could ask, oh, what do you like about that? Just keep asking questions. So like I said before. So now Cher and Tiffany are going to talk about just when you're meeting someone for the first time, what is appropriate to talk about, and what's not appropriate to talk about. Certain questions you wouldn't ask.
So as you can see on your paper, number 5, as you have probably experienced as you came over to Hawaii, cultures can be very different. In the US, for example, when you first meet a lot of Americans, we would ask your name and what you do for a living, like your job or if you're a student. Some even ask how much money you make, depending on who they are. As Satoru just showed, there's some things that for us personally are not good to ask. So right now, I'd like to ask for you guys to tell us some examples of things that are not okay to ask in your culture, and we can put that on the board. So Satoru, would you like to give an example of what's not a good thing to ask when you first meet someone?
When I was in Thailand for 15 years before I come here. So people over there, when we meet and ask where I come from, they want to know where I came from.
And that's
Over there,
not
they
okay to ask.
And make sure that I'm Japanese or Chinese or whatever it is. Then quite often, then second job, what I'm doing, make a living, what job I do, how much money I get every month, how much money I have in the bank.
What kind of
Are you
questions?
married?
What kind of questions make
How
you
many-
feel
how many-
uncomfortable?
How many wives I
Oh, you
have?
So some personal questions, like very personal.
Like, no.
So,
And
okay.
then I ask why I ask the person why I ask me that I have more than one room and one wife or something kind of question. Then I find out